Hello, welcome to Notify NYC's channel. There are a few ways you can register for Notify NYC. You could download our free mobile app called Notify NYC, follow us on Twitter by following @NotifyNYC, or you can sign up for emails and texts through our website. To begin, open up a web browser. Our website works best using Firefox, but you can also use other browsers such as Google Chrome. But our website does not work using Internet Explorer. So now enter the following URL in the search bar: www.nyc.gov/notifynyc. You should now see Notify NYC's homepage. Now click on this button labeled Enroll for Free, which will take you to a new screen. On this screen, click on the button labeled Create Account. Creating your account includes 2 steps in total, so keep watching the video for the second part. So now on to step 1. Your email address has to be entered twice, so enter yours into these 2 boxes. The next step in the process is to create a password for your Notify NYC account, and again it needs to be entered twice. Please note your password must meet the following requirements. It needs to have 8 or more characters. Those 8 characters must include at least 1 number and 1 special character such as an exclamation point. Make sure your password does not include your email address or your first or last name, and it cannot be the word password. For example, your password could be president3 with a capital P. Next, you will need to choose a security question from the drop-down menu. You can select any question you would like as long as you can remember the answer. We are finally at the last step in part 1, which is to read the terms and conditions of both NYCID and nyc.gov. You could read the terms by selecting these links as I have done. Once you have finished, make sure this box is selected to indicate that you understand and agree to the terms. So in order to finish part 1, click on the Create Account button. You should now receive a confirmation email to the email address you just entered. Please note you will not receive any messages until this email address is confirmed. You can do so by clicking on this link. So now on to part 2 of the enrollment process. To start this part, log into your Notify NYC account by entering the email and password you just enrolled with. You should now see your enrollment details. Under Enrollment Step 2 of 2, select your age group. Next, you're going to click on this link to view the privacy statement for Notify NYC. Next, make sure this box is selected to show that you understand and agree with what you just read. Next, scroll down to the heading Account Name and Email. Here you will select your preferences such as language, location, and your notification types. First, you're going to select your messaging language. This will be the language you receive all Notify NYC messages in. There are currently 13 languages available, including English. So now select your language from the drop-down menu. Now input your first and last name. Now scroll down to Notification Addresses. This section allows you to tailor your messages to a certain location. Under Location Type, you can select either intersection or address. For this video, I'll show you how to enter an address. I'll use the address for Grand Central Terminal in Manhattan so you can follow along. First, select Address and enter the building number, street name, and then select your borough from the drop-down menu. So now the next step is to select your notification preferences for messaging. Please note everyone is required to receive emergency alerts from us, so you cannot opt out of those messages. It is a legislative requirement of our program, but just so you know, emergency alerts do include missing persons and other major messaging, so you'll want to receive those. For the rest of the messaging type, you can select as few or as many as you'd like. Once you're done selecting messaging types, press the Save and Continue button. You should now see all the information you just input along with options to change some preferences, but we'll go over how to do that in a future video. But if you have any recommendations for us, need further assistance, or have any questions, you can email us at notifynyc@oem.nyc.gov.